I now want to do a quick video on how to set up via an angle to set up your station. Sometimes you can't have access to your second control point, but you can set up your station over a specific point. Again, this will only work if you're setting up over a point. So if I go into layout, let's say I do a new station, I obviously have to say over a point. Again, I can't set up via an angle unless I'm over a point. So I'm going to say over a point. I already have a CAD drawing in here. It's just a demo. My control points are technically supposed to be 8 feet apart, so I have my total station with the laser set up right over the 1 foot mark, and my second control point is supposed to be here at the 9 foot. But what I do is I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to set up over a point. I specify the point that my station's over. I'm going to select point number 3, which is where it's on, and say, okay, now let's get my targets. And I'm right along, you can see my laser. I have my laser along the line that it's supposed to be on, but it's definitely not at the 9 foot mark. But I'm at the angle. I'm on the line, and it's going to give me an angle reading of that. So I'm going to say, okay, my second point is supposed to be point 4. I can't reach it, but that's my control point. Angle it, and now notice that my calculate option is here. So I'm going to just say calculate, and now it says, okay, well, I'm ready to go. Station point. This is my. This is now my new ID. Here's my. I have one orientation point. I'm over a point, but I have one orientation point that I'm angled towards. I'm going to just say set, and now notice what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my prism. I'm going to bring my station over to me. I'm going to go to my joystick and just get it set over to me real quick. Once my station gets attached to my prism, I'll be able to show you that it's set the angle, and it's going to find us to be right on that 9 foot mark where I'm supposed to be. Alright, I'm going to say OK. Now I'm selecting my point. I'm going to select that control point that I had. I'm going to say OK. And it's going to tell me where to move directly towards it. And it's saying, OK, I'm getting close, close, close. I'm going to go ahead and just put my stake right on the 9 foot mark. I'm going to level my rod. And of course I'm using a tape measure, but you'll notice right there, I'm right within a tolerance along the 9 foot mark on my line. And again, I'm using a tape measure, so there's going to be a little bit of an off on this. And again, my laser, I wasn't very careful to make sure that I was directly on. I didn't have a line to make sure my laser was directly on the line through the eyepiece. But look how close that is. And I was just using a tape measure. So it's a very convenient way to set up the tool if you can't find your other control point. Sometimes people use this on the job sites where it's really far away. They just know the line, they make an angle. But there you go. That's how you set it up.